This is your boy Deontay Nelson. Today's video is a huge news video. Biggest topic of the 2017 year. Biggest news on YouTube. Please, if you haven't already, hit that big red subscribe button underneath the video to subscribe to the channel. And let's get into today's video. This video is going to be about Faze Banks and Jake Paul. And this is just literally crazy. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe Jake Paul and Team 10 are this ignorant and dumb. So today, Jake Paul made a video titled "My Assistant Was Assaulted," and apparently, his assistant or Team 10's assistant was at a bar or club called, I think it was called Warwick or something, Warwick, and apparently in this video she said that she was assaulted by Faze Banks. Now, this just falls into line too perfect to be true. Anybody with a brain would know why this is true. But in the video, they show, they reenact how the assistant was assaulted. They talk about things leading up to what happened when she was assaulted. And they just really talk about the atmosphere and how he assaulted her and what physical actions he did to assault her. Now I want to point out this. She said that he choked her. How would he get a bruise? How would she get a bruise from being choked? Unless he choked her to a point to where she couldn't breathe. Like, that would be the only way. And at that point, somebody would have seen it and somebody would have alerted someone. And it would have been cameras and the cops would have been called. And it would have been a big matter. Next, they also said in this video that Faze Banks was cheating on his girlfriend, Alyssa Violet. And that he was kissing other girls. And that is also can't be true because it's too many people in that nightclub who know and who are in the social media circle to let Faze Banks get away with cheating on Alyssa. Like, people love news and drama, and people want to, they want fame and money, and that will bring you fame and money if you had video evidence of Faze Banks cheating on Alyssa. And Nick Crompton actually put out the DMs, or some of the DMs between Faze Banks and him, and said that he said this: "We would never lie to our fans. This is a serious matter. It's on to the police now." And Alyssa Violet quoted and said, "Wait, but who were the people feeding Faze Banks bottles of alcohol? Team 10 members who spent $4,000 on alcohol at his table. Team 10 members." And she also tweeted out, "Oh, you want to talk about assault? Jake, sit your butt down. Do you guys know why I have a bunch of scars and permanent bruises on my body?" And she said, "The real truth is about to come out. You should have never lied. Tornado is coming." And this, it just mind boggles me. And Jake Paul was drugged. We're gonna get into how he was drugged in a minute, but I want to keep going with Alyssa Violet's tweets. Alyssa Violet said next, "He never touched that girl. He never cheated on me. There was 10 of our friends at the table who witnessed the entire thing." And then she said again, "The real truth is about to come out. Should have never lied. Tornado is coming." Now, everyone, please, before I'm gonna keep going. I'm rattled by this topic. Then this Taylor dude who is friends with Jake Paul. Keep in mind, this guy is friends with Jake Paul. He's hung out with Jake Paul, and he's also friends with Banks and Alyssa. Said that the Team 10 guys were lying. He also said on Twitter, "I don't want to get involved with Team 10. I don't want to get involved with this, but these 10 team kids are lying. I was with Faze Banks Wednesday night. I reserved my own table with a friend." And he was saying that that these Team 10 guys came up to him when they were minding their own business, trying to be friends with them, trying to sit at their table, and were like, "Don't tell Jake Paul we were with them." And then they started asking this Taylor guy for drugs, and things led on from there. They were asking him for drugs. They were feeding Banks, just hammering Banks with alcohol and all this stuff. And this Taylor guy felt it was kind of weird, and he just didn't. He was sober at the time, and so he can be a credible witness on this. He just, the Team 10 guys were at their table when there was 18 other tables they could be at, and he chose to be there. And Faze Banks tweeted out, "Everything about this Jake Paul video is false," and he was gonna make a video about it, and he did make a video about it, and he titled it my girlfriend Alyssa was assaulted." And in this video, he explains the whole truth. He shows DMs that Nick Crompton didn't release. He showed just a bunch of truths and facts, and I'm going to show y'all what he said a little bit in this video. He said, first of all, this is a DM of Nick Crompton and him, and this is the original DM that Nick Crompton sent Faze Banks before anything else was said. This is what Nick Crompton sent in the original tweet or in the original DM. He was basically saying that the girl that apparently he assaulted didn't think it was on purpose, and she knew it was an accident, but Nick Crompton still wanted Faze Banks to apologize. How would it be on, how can you say it was on accident, then Jake Paul make a video a little bit later and say that it was on purpose and he assaulted her? And then turns out that this Max guy who was spending all this money and just spending all this money trying to act all cool with them, asking for drugs, was a part of Team 10. So Team 10 literally drugged Faze Banks. They drugged Faze Banks. They got him hammered, and they drugged him. And then after the matter of the fact, they were trying to say, oh, we're going to party at Faze Banks' house. We're after partying at Faze Banks' house. So let me get this straight. You're spending $4,000 on someone who apparently assaulted your assistant, and then you're trying to go back and have the after party at someone's house who just assaulted your assistant. And none of these Team 10 guys that were partying with them, spending all this money, getting them hammered, drugged them up, because I'm like 99% sure that he got drugged up by these kids. Like, they're asking for drugs. It's not hard to crunch up a pill and put drugs in a drink, because Faze Banks he never gets drunk. He never is just drunk blackout or to where he can't function or hungover the next night. These guys are completely lying. It's just incredible. Like, these Team 10 guys were with Faze Banks, partying, hammering, getting them alcohol. They would have seen him assault their own assistant. They would have seen it, and they would have made a big deal about it. There's no way. I'm not buying this. I'm unsubscribing from Jake Paul. I'm done. You can unsubscribe from me if you want. If you're a Jake Paul fan, I don't care. This is incredible. Like, I'm done with this. Like, Jake Paul, you're done to me. Thank y'all for watching. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that like button on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily news and daily challenges and videos. I'm going to be putting a lot of videos on my channel. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Jake Paul over party, hashtag, it will be in the video. Tweet it out on Twitter. I'm done. Peace.